To address what the NBA league office clearly felt was a problem, the NBA introduced new draft lottery odds this season. These new flattened odds mean more teams near the bottom of the standings have a shot to get a top pick. Fans of the worst 3 to 4 teams aren't huge fans of this right now, but it's hard to argue it hasn't gotten the desired result thus far. There are a couple of teams that have been abjectly terrible lately, even with the new odds. The New York Knicks have the NBA's worst record at 13-55, and the Knicks are 2-8 in their last 10. Not great. Additionally, the Dallas Mavericks have become an absolute dumpster fire of late after a fun start to the season. The Mavs have lost 6 straight games and are 1-9 in their last 10. Outside of New York and Dallas, the other 7 teams in the bottom 9 are all at least 4-6 in their last 10 games. Some of them, like the Atlanta Hawks, Chicago Bulls, Phoenix Suns and Cleveland Cavaliers, have been downright feisty since the All-Star break. All of those teams would have been enjoying some bittersweet victories in the old system when teams outside of the top 4 had greatly reduced odds of getting a good pick. Let's use the Hawks as an example. Atlanta is now the 5th worst team in the NBA after playing some good basketball of late. The Hawks have a 10.5% chance at the first pick in the draft, and a combined 42.1% chance of getting a pick in the top 4. The league worst Knicks have a 14.0% chance of getting the top pick and a combined 52.1% chance of a top 4 pick. That's a huge difference from the old system, in which the Knicks would have had a 25% chance at the first pick and a combined 100% chance of a top 4 pick, while the Hawks would have had just an 8.8% chance at the first pick and a combined 29.2% chance at a top 4 pick. There's still more incentive for teams to be absolute garbage in the standings when looking purely at the lottery odds, but it no longer feels like the end of the world for a young team to win a few games thanks to their players getting better throughout the course of the season. The Hawks are a great example of that principle in practice. The Cavaliers, Suns and Bulls have new additions making them bearable to watch lately, with Kevin Love returning to action in Cleveland and Kelly Oubre and Otto Porter adding substance to Phoenix and Chicago. Some teams are going to suck regardless, but it is nice to look at the NBA's nightly schedule and not see a bunch of teams who everybody knows are trying to lose games. Watching young players fight and sometimes win is way better. Has left in the tank. The Nets are far from their bottom of the NBA days. Howard Megdal explains how they got ahead of schedule one good part of this mess. Tamberlin Richardson notes that Jazz players have supported Russell Westbrook.